And Srila Maharaj speaks about the levels of God realization. Different levels of realizations are there. The gradation of transcendental realization has been explained by Srila Goswami in his book Brihad Bhagavatamrita. There we find that in the course of the realization of Shuddha Bhakti, Shuddha Bhakti means highest level of pure, absolute pure Bhakti, pure devotional service. The great sage Narad Muni is visiting different places. First he encounters Kama Mishra Bhakti, or devotional service mixed with fruitive activities. Once there was a Brahman in Allahabad. He was a wealthy man, and on the occasion of the Kumbh Mela, when millions of sages and devotees gather for religious festival, he arranged for service to the different types of saintly persons who were present there. He conducted a sacrifice and finally finished the function with the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. The Brahman was mainly engaged in karma kanda, or fruitive work, but he was also rendering service to the saintly persons. Ultimately ended everything with Nam Sankirtan, the chanting of the holy names of the Lord. So it is known in India and in all religions on this planet. Karma Kanda means that we are praying or we worship demigods for getting the fruits, getting enjoyment, money, and so forth. So this Brahmana also was saying like this, was men like this, Karma Kandi. But in the end, he chanted the name of Hari, Harinam. So then after this he chanted, Narad Muni approached the Brahmana saying, "You are very fortunate that you are doing these things. This is the proper utilization of your money and caste. By engaging in such holy activities, you are certainly most fortunate." The Brahmana told him, "What am I doing? This is nothing. You should go to see the fortune of King Indradyumna. He is distributing the prasad remnants of Lord Jagannath in a grand style. How grandiose is the worship of Narayan there. So go there and you will appreciate his devotional service." So Indradyumna was king of Austria. Lord Jagannath. So he distributed their prasad of Lord Jagannath in a grand style. Still today it is going on like this. He also found the king extensively engaging all his resources in worship of Lord Jagannath. So Narada approached him saying, You're so fortunate in this world. The king told him, what can I do, Narad? This is nothing. If you want to see how devotional service should be practiced, you should go to Lord Indra, the king of heaven. Then Narad Muni went to Indradev, embraced him by saying, O Indra, you are very fortunate. Vamadev, the Supreme Person of God, had appeared as your younger brother. And here, in Indraloka, there are always religious festivals, worshipping Krishna. But Indra said, oh, what do you say? What love have I for Krishna? Everything belongs to him. But in my foolishness, I try to prevent him from taking the Bodhicitta tree from heaven. Not only that, but I'm always being attacked by the demons. And my wife is also sometimes disturbed. What fortune do you find in me? So from Indra, Narad went to Lord Brahma, the creator of the universe. There he found the personified Vedas singing praise to Lord Brahma. Narad, who was also his son and disciple, approached Lord Brahma saying, how greatly fortunate you are. You are entrusted by Lord Narayan himself with the management of the whole universe. And sometimes you visit him for guidance in the administration of the universe. You also find that some portion of the Vedas are engaged in singing your glories. You are so fortunate. So Lord Brahma felt a little disturbed. He said, what are you saying, Narad? You are praising me and increasing my false pride. But did I not tell you that I am nothing but a small creature in the hand of Narayan? I am engaged in external activities. I have no time to give the interest of my devotional life. My Lord has rather deceived me. Engaging me in such a busy matter as managing the universe. I am most unfortunate. Rather you should go to Mahadev, Lord Shiva. He does not care for anything in this world. He is aloof and indifferent and has his aim toward Lord Narayan. He is devoted to Lord Ramchandra and he is very fond of the holy name of Lord Ram. His wife Parvati Devi is also helping him in his devotional life. And she is very happy. So Narad Muni went to Shiva Loka, began to chant in the praise of Lord Shiva. You are the master of the whole world. The Vedas sing your glories. You hold the highest position. In this way, Narad began to glorify him. But Lord Shiva became very excited and a little angry at this. What are you saying, Narad? I have so much indifference towards this world that I am mainly interested in knowledge and balance. This holds the better portion of my interest. We know that Lord Shiva is worshipped in the Kailash. And what is he doing? meditating about the Supreme. So he is deeply absorbed in Supreme Lord. So he said, I am mainly interested in knowledge and balance. This holds the better portion of my interest. Whatever little inclination I have for devotion or service to Narayan is very negligible. Sometimes I have such an apathetic spirit towards Narayan that I even fight with him in favor of one of my disciples. These stories we find in Srimad Bhagavatam. I am disgusted with my position. Balance, power, mystic yoga, perfection, and indifference to the world, that is my business. This is Jnana Mishra Bhakti. Mixed bhakti with knowledge. Or devotional service mixed with empiric speculative knowledge. So Lord Brahma is the ideal of karma mishra bhakti, or devotional service mixed with fruitive activity. And Lord Shiva is the ideal for jnana mishra bhakti. He still maintains some affinity for an independent position, and not for the 10% acceptance of service to the Supreme Lord, Narayan. Then Lord Shiva said, if you really want to experience Shuddha Bhakti, pure Bhakti, go to Prahlad Maharaj. There you will find devotional service. This way we have been directed to trace the development of Shuddha Bhakti, pure devotional service, beginning with Prahlad Maharaj, because Prahlad does not want anything in exchange for his devotional service. It's a very high level. Even from the devotional service, from this level, it is the first. So, but he does not want anything in return, in exchange for his devotional service. In Srimad Bhagavatam he says, Nanyada Dikila Guru Kadedha Karunatmanaha Yasti Ashishya Shaste Nasa Pritya Sarvaivanik. Whoever is doing something for the satisfaction of Narayan and wants something in return is not a servant but a merchant. He wants to give something to the Lord and then take some price in exchange for that. This is actually what we call religion in this material world. We go to the temples, we go to the churches, we go to the mosque. Wherever religion is practiced in this world, we're doing something for the satisfaction of God and want something in return. It's not servant, but a merchant. Means he wants to do business with God. I give you 5 rupees, and you please give me money for a house, a car. So, in Bhagavatam, in the beginning, this kind of worship, or this kind of religion is called Ketava Dharma. Dharma means duty or religion. Ketava means cheating. Cheating. I want to make business with God. He should serve me. He wants to give something to the Lord and take some price in exchange for that. So Prahlad Maharaj is a pure devotee. And only through a pure devotee of Narayan can one attain pure devotion. So Prahlad is in a neutral stage. Oh, this is explained here then. He doesn't want to have anything in return. He just wants to please the Lord. So all these spectacular achievements in the devotional world begin with Prahlad Maharaj. The nature of his devotional service is that of Shantaras. All these peculiar achievements in the devotional world begin with Prahlad Maharaj. Because Prahlad Maharaj, the nature of his devotional service is that of Shantaras. Shanta, Radha, it means neutral. He is neutral. He has, his relation is neutral. He has no friendship or seva or vatsalya or Madhurya. It is neutral. He has full faith in the Lord. But he doesn't want anything from him. This is his position, but this is the beginning of Bhakti, Shantaras, neutrality, where there is no actual service, but only perfect adherence to Narayan under all circumstances. Whatever may be the unfavorable condition in the environment, he stands true to faith that Narayan is all in all, that he is our master. So Prahlad Maharaj and the four Kumaras, the sons of Lord Brahma, are in the position of Shantaras, Bhakti, a neutral love of God. So Prahlad proved his devotion, that he had absolutely faith in the Supreme Lord. His own father wanted to kill him. So many times he tried, Hiranyakashipu. But by the faith he had in Narayan that he will protect him, nobody could do anything against him. So Prahlad Maharaj is Narada Muni's disciple. Still for our benefit, Narada Muni was approaching him to measure the standard of his devotion in a comparative study of the devotional world. Approaching Prahlad Maharaj, Narada said, I have come to see you, Prahlad, because Lord Shiva has also appreciates your position. You are really a devotee of Lord Krishna. You are so fortunate. I have come to see how you are. And Prahlad Maharaj told him, Gurudev, you are all in all. Have you come to test me? Whatever fortune I may have, I have received by your grace. Somebody knows the story of Prahlad Maharaj. He was in the womb of the mother, and Narad Maharaj was reciting Bhagavad or the Vedas and Bhakti. Even he was not born, He was in the womb of, so the mother could not understand fully. But Prahlad, who was in the womb, he was born as a realized soul. He was a pure devotee. So I was born in a family of demons, he said, because his father was Hiranyakashipu, the greatest demon on this universe. So the demoniac qualities have not exclusively left me. Don't you know that in Naimisharanya, I went to fight with Lord Vishnu. I repent for that, but what can I do? He has given me such a position. I cannot have the privilege of direct service to him, but only mentally I think of him. I think that he is everything, but I do not have the great fortune of rendering service to him. Hanuman is real a devotee. How fortunate he is. What grace he has received. He gave everything to Lord Ramchandra. I envy his situation. But what can I do? God's dispensation is absolute. We must accept it. Hanuman's position is really inviolable. How attached to his master he is. What a great magnitude of service he has done for Lord Ram. So from there Narad Muni went to visit Hanuman. He approached Hanuman's residence, playing on his veena the mantra Ram, Rama, Rama, Ram, Rama. When Hanuman suddenly heard the name of his master, Lord Ram, he jumped towards that direction. And even in the sky embraced Narad Muni. Hanuman said, "Oh, who is helping me to hear the sound of Lord Ram's holy name? After such a long time, the sound of Ram Nam is enlivening me. I was dying without hearing the name of Ram." Ecstatic tears were running down the eyes of both of them. Then Narad Muni went to Hanuman's quarters and began to praise his fortune, saying, "How fortunate you are, O Hanuman! You serve Lord Ramchandra so intimately. You do not know anything but your master, Lord Ram. You rendered such a great service to him that your service has become the ideal for the whole of human society." Hanuman told Narada, "Yes, by his grace I was able to do something, but it is all his grace. I'm nothing, I'm worthless. But I hear that now Lord Ramchandra has come as Lord Krishna. Although I don't like any incarnation other than Lord Ram, I have heard from a distance how Krishna, who is Ramchandra himself, is showing his favor to the Pandavas. The Pandavas are very fortunate because the Lord is dealing with them like an intimate friend. So I have great appreciation for the fortune of the Pandavas." In this way Hanuman began to praise the Pandavas for their fortune. Then Narad Muni, leaving Hanuman, went to the Pandavas. There he found Yudhishthira Maharaj seated on a throne, began to sing the glories of the Pandavas. He told Yudhishthira Maharaj, "How friendly you are in your relationship with Krishna. How fortunate you are." Yudhishthira Maharaj said, What are you saying, Devashi? Of course, Krishna favors us. We can deny that. But what is our position? We have no position at all. On the other hand, I feel now and then that by seeing our example, the people in general want to serve Krishna, because they will calculate that being such intimate friends of Lord Krishna, the Pandavas had to pass through difficult troubles and dangers their whole lives. They will think that to be a devotee of Krishna means that one must suffer troubles throughout his whole life. So I am afraid that by thinking of us, people will not venture to approach Krishna. The devotee Narad said, no, I don't see it from that angle of vision. What is danger or affliction to the Pandavas? What is danger or affliction to the Pandavas? What is the meaning of that? That is the message that Krishna is coming. When the Pandavas are in danger, that is nothing but the message that Krishna is coming to save you. So your mother also prayed, Ivada Sanduraha Sashvat Tatta Tatta Jagatguru Vado Darshanam Yatsyat Apunapava Darshanam. Let dangers come, may they visit me always. I don't care for that, because that brings Krishna much closer to us. We rather like the danger that brings Krishna into our intimate connection. That famous statement of your mother, Kunti Devi, stands there. So the Pandavas headed by Maharaj Yudhishthira said, yes, Krishna visits us now and then in the time of our need. But how fortunate are the Yadus? Lord Krishna is always with them. They are so proud of their master, Lord Krishna, that they do not care for any other power in the world. They are so fortunate that Lord Krishna is always closely connected with them. So Narad Muni went to the Yadus, began chanting in praise of them. They said, what do you say, Devashi Narad? Krishna is with us, of course, and in any time of great danger he comes to help us. But how much do we care for him? We are living independently, careless about his existence. But among us, Uddhava is really his favorite. Whatever Krishna does, he always consults with Uddhava. And in all his confidential matters, Uddhava is present there. And in every case, he is always very thick with Uddhava. Even we envy the fortunate of Uddhava. Then Narada went to Uddhava and told him, Uddhava, you are the most favored devotee of Krishna. Krishna says, Nadata me priyatam atmayonina sankaraha nacha shankha shanoshi naivatma chayatha bhavan. O Uddhava, what to speak of other devotees like Brahma, Shiva, Shankarshan or Lakshmi? You are more dear to me than my own life. You are such an intimate associate that Krishna values you more than his own life. Uddhava said, yes, of course, out of his causeless benevolence, he might have said something like that. But I don't think that I am his real devotee. especially after visiting Vrindavan. All my pride has been melted by seeing those devotees. The spirit of service and the intensity of love towards Krishna that I found in the devotees of Vrindavan is unparalleled. Oh Devashi, I am nowhere. Do you know that statement of mine? It is recorded in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Sammaho Javanarenu Samahamsyam Vrindavane Kimapi Kulmalata Sadhinam Yadustya Cham Svajanam Varyapatam Jahitva Pejamukundam Artavim Sudibhivi Venmarigyam. The gopis of Vrindavan gave up their husbands, children, and families who were difficult to renounce, and sacrificed even their religious principles to take shelter of the lotus feet of Krishna, which are sought after even by the Vedas themselves. Or grant me the fortune to take birth as a blade of grass in Vrindavan, so that I may take the dust of the lotus feet of those great souls upon my head. There I have disclosed my heart fully. The quality of love for Krishna that is found in the damsels of Vrindavan is so exalted that I could not aspire to be born in Vrindavan as a piece of grass, so that the foot dust of those divine damsels may touch my head. So what are you saying, Devashi? If you would like to see real devotion, real divine love, you should go to Vrindavan. Don't put us in an awkward position, saying that we possess devotion to Krishna. This is either mockery or foundationless utterance. I found real devotees of the Lord in Vrindavan. In this way, Sanatana Goswami tries his best to take us through the path by showing us the gradual development of devotion to Krishna. Prahlad Maharaj has been accepted as the basis of Shuddha Bhakti, the beginning of pure devotional service, because he is situated in Shantaras, or devotional service in neutrality. Above that, there is Dasaras, love of God in servitude, as shown by Hanuman. Above that, there is Shakiras, or the mood of friendship, that is exemplified by the Vandavas. Uddhava is somewhat Shakya, connecting with Vatsalya, parental love, and Mathurya, conjugal love. In this way, we can trace the progressive development of devotion. Our close adherence to Krishna develops in this way, to Vrindavan. The acme of devotional service is found there in the conversation between Ramananda Roy and Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We find it mentioned that Radharani's devotional service is categorically higher than that of the gopis. Devyastapashu purvapum gajatrashas tabyopi saradhika. The kind of serving spirit we find there is unaccountable and inconceivable. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came with that quality of adherence to the truth, unconditional surrender. He came seeking that fortune of serving a truth. If we can seek such a high type of existence, we may consider ourselves most fortunate. Self-surrender is the very basis of our highest fortune. We cannot but surrender ourselves to whatever beautiful and valuable thing we have come across. Our appreciation for any higher thing is shown by the degree of our surrender to that. So we can measure the quality of the truth we are connected with only by the intensity of our surrender. It's beautiful, not? Do you have any question or any comments? Oh, time is over. Time saved me. There is nothing beyond this. These things can only be discussed or realized by those who are there on this level. You cannot imagine these things. We do not understand how important, how devotion or trust in the Lord is so high that the Lord personally appears and protects his devotees. But we have not faith. We are not on this level. We're coming from the atheistic plane. We have no trust. Jai Srila Dev Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Jai Srila Gurudev ki Jai. Nitai Guru Premanandi. Mansakalpatarupyascha. Pasindubhya evacha. Patitan Bhavanebhyo.